not a YouTuber, just like making videos. And this is an idea that popped fresh into my mind. We're gonna go. I'm gonna talk about rap music, hip hop, and all the malarkey that goes along with it. I was watching somebody's channel. I'll put the description, the channel link in my description box. And he's a guy that make videos talking about hip hop beef. Why one rapper got a beef with another rapper and so forth. Interesting stuff. He supposedly works inside the music industry and works around these guys. I don't know if that's true or not, but I realize that people may be more intrigued by the conflicts and the beef that surrounds these rappers than their actual music. Because I know their music sucks. Their music is monotonous. And I think about all the black men who have destroyed their lives, in connection to this music, whether they were shot, killed, or had to do some serious jail time. I can understand that it goes a whole lot deeper, but them being a rapper may put them in a vulnerable position, or makes them a target. Like some of these rappers say that, man, if it wasn't for this music, I may be dead or in jail, but they end up dead and in jail anyway. And I think about it, not one white rapper killed. Not one white rapper killed. And that's really sad. I know if there was a white rapper that got off, in connection to this music, I never heard of them. They must be generic. But you can run the list on so many black men that got killed in connection, or whether they're popular rappers or they're up and coming rappers, or rappers in connection to a crime, or they're recording artists and they're still out there robbing and stealing. Like, this music is dangerous, and it's becoming a hindrance to the black commonwealth, and it's not progressing us. It's sending us backwards. I'm like, when is it time for us to let it go? I'm like, because not one white rapper killed. I'm like, we can almost say that rap music belongs to white people. They snagged it up. Two of the highest grossing artists of all time, the two highest grossing artists of all time, well, solo artists, I'm not going to include the Beastie Boys and Outkast, is Eminem and Tupac. Eminem is alive. Tupac is dead. Not one white rapper murdered over this music. I'm like, white rappers die of old age or die of cancer, like what's that dude from the Beastie Boys? Well, what's his name? MC Ace? Oh yeah, was it MC Ace or Mike D? One of them that died because of some sort of cancer and things of that nature. And then when you look at rap music, even rappers, the only reason you heard of them is because they're deceased. Like, I take the whole little Boosie fiasco. He went to jail for, he got convicted because of weed and guns. It's like a lot of these knuckleheads do. But he also had to stand trial for a murder, which he was acquitted for. And it was supposedly some local rapper that he was in competition with, and that supposedly he hired a 16-year-old boy to be the trigger man. So not one white rapper killed over this bullshit. And then when it's time for the award shows, these street rappers or whatever, they show up to the Grammys in their Sunday's best. And then they will see someone like Macklemore or Eminem or that white girl from Australia get it for best rap album and single. Things of that nature. And then they talk about, well, even though they may be vexed, they talk about the street man, the streets man, I got the streets. And I'm like, these rappers are scared of their own. They're paranoid of their own demographic. Because they know that the person that's likely to do them in, to rob them or whatever, is going to be someone that looks like them, that talks like them. You know what I mean? That's why they wearing bulletproof vests or have to have bulletproof cars and so forth. You know, they got to worry about getting their chain snatched. And I look at the chain gang there. You know, these rappers who parade around and these $150 or $250,000 chains or whatever. And I figure, why do they do that? I'm like, you're just making yourself a target. I'm like, people seen you on the cover of a magazine, they seen you on TV or whatever, they know you got money, so, you know, I'm like, do you have to prove your manhood, you know, to walking around with this dog chain around your neck? I'm like, it's like walking into the zoo, the monkey exhibit, with a necklace made of bananas. You know it's gonna get snatched. And then you got dudes making these idiotic videos showing off rappers' chain. I'm the one who snatched this chain, like it's some sort of an accomplishment. Man, this is freaking retardation. And when you look at this image that we put out, what blacks have to go through to be rappers or major. I understand there's the underground, there's independent artists. I understand that. But hip hop will always be defined by those that are in the spotlight more. You know, what these rappers have to go through. You know, I'm like, this is complete madness. It shouldn't be this way. I understand that, you know, being a popular recording artist is going to somewhat make you a target. I understand that there's people that would probably love to run up to Madonna and cut her just to drink her blood. But some of these rappers, there aren't. I'm like, a lot of them, if they was to walk around certain areas, nobody would know who they are. You know, as they say, except their haters that want to rob them. But when I think about, you know, rap music, you know, white people and, you know, they buy more rap than blacks. As I said, man, they buy bootlegs in the hood or whatever. But, you know, and that's what it is. It's about a rapper, if he wants to make some serious money, if he wants to be platinum or whatever, he knows he got to reach a larger demographic. He's just not going to sell directly to the hood. It wouldn't even be worth it for him. But these white people have already grabbed this music, you know, and it seems like all the negative byproduct of hip hop is flushed back to black people. You know, they squeeze out the, you know what I'm saying, the residuals or whatever, and it doesn't affect white communities, if I say it like that, in such a negative way as it does for blacks, as you constantly see dudes right on their trunk. And then going off the strength of my last video about how these rappers, you know what I'm saying, constantly talk about the hood, this, and then they go and move out to the suburbs. Now there's nothing wrong with somebody from the hood and wanna, you know what I'm saying, making positive rap or doing anything and wanna, you know what I'm saying, live where their money can afford them. But these guys talk about the hood. I do this for the hood. I do this for the streets. You know what I'm saying? They, the modern day minstrel show, you know what I'm saying, where they take all our negative aspects, stereotypical trope, and sell it to these white dudes, then go out and instead of, you know, we always talk about building the black community or whatever, but you know what I'm saying, we haven't even made a strong economic base or converted hip hop into people power to build our neighborhoods up. A rapper gets the fuck out of Dodge if he has enough money, you know, so he can live in Beverly Hills or whatever, so he doesn't have to deal with his own fucking demographic. It's like he's saying to Mr. Charlie, hey Charlie, I love your neighborhood. I love the way you was able to take all the profit from slavery and oppression or whatever and build fancy and secure neighborhoods for you and your children or whatever. And look at us, we're still fucking up. You know what I mean? We make supposedly all this money in rap music, but it's going absolutely nowhere. Most of these rappers get broke. You know what I'm saying? They end up getting swindled by some white person, you know, or somebody who is not from their own neighborhood. But some of these rappers are gangsters, but you never hear them, you know what I'm saying, getting at the CEOs or whatever, the major labels that rip them off. You know, no, they want to take them to court or whatever, you know. But yeah, it's crazy. Not one white rapper killed. And I'm not saying that a white rapper should be killed. But look, hip-hop has turned into something more positive for white people than it has for black people. And it's not just about the rappers themselves being offed, but even these rap concerts. Like a couple years ago, Yo Gotti did a concert in my city, and the only way I know about it, because 2 people got shot. 2 people who were actually brothers was killed, you know what I'm saying, at this rap concert over some sort of beef and things that or something that escalated, you know, over there. So I'm like, it's insane. And I think about you know, so what's that rapper? I can't remember none of these rappers' name. But that Gucci Man, about his conflict with Young Jeezy over that over a song they did together. I don't know the name of it, but supposedly Gucci Man did not get any did not receive any residuals for that song, to get credit or make money off that song. And maybe Gucci Man was trying to sue him or whatever, and then 2 of Young Jeezy's boy tried to confront Gucci Man, and Gucci Man ended up shooting one in self-defense, and Gucci Man ended up going to jail or something like that. And I remember, you know, back in the 90s, when I used to listen to rap real heavy, one of the members of OGC, the original Gun Clappers, I think it was Sterang Wonder, who got beat up in a subway station because he dissed Biggie Smalls. You know. Now this is back when Biggie was still alive, supposedly. You know what I'm saying? He got stitches or whatever. That he just made a rap song. You know what I'm saying? Dissing Biggie Smalls or something like that. Him and his clique are making fun of Biggie because, you know, Biggie had the Versace Sage and wearing Coogee shirts, and this Brooklyn rapper said, well, he's not representing the streets. Dudes don't wear that, you know, in the 90s or whatever. But these dudes took it so seriously, Biggie's entourage or whatever, dudes that was cool with Biggie, to beat him down and not just say, hey man, it's just hip-hop, they're rappers, they're competing. That's what hip-hop is battling. Rappers making fun of another rapper and things of that nature. I'm like, it's complete insanity. It is complete retardation. But that's all I want to say. Thanks for watching, and solid force.